Now I've been interviewing people that would be like a shop manager. She's great. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. The unfortunate part, I have to introduce her to Don. So, Acacia, this is the shop.
Oh.
And all of its glory.
Hey, check it out.
Wow,
Figured out how we're going to burn the tree this year.
Don, this is Acacia.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Donald. Ryan and I have been really busy around the shop, so I got pretty fired up when he told me he's bringing someone in to interview for the shop manager position. I'm pretty excited because I've been in so many interviews. It's time to turn the tables.
So, before we begin, you got any questions?
I do, actually. What is this tree doing here, and why does it smell like gas?
The gas you're picking up is because I'm covered in it. The tree is there because every year we get rid of our last year's Christmas tree by setting it on fire.
Okay, so I have a couple questions I want to get checked off my list.
Great.
First, you got a pen?
No, not at all.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You guys continue.
All right. So what do you think you bring to the table, Acacia?
One thing I've noticed during the interview process is if you pick one thing out on the wall and you comment on it, things tend to go pretty smooth. What I like to bring to the table here is organization, keeping people focused and on track on their projects. I'm sorry, is that a ceremonial bat lift?
Yes, it is actually.
That's
a
amazing.
keen eye. Thanks.
Works every time.
So, where do you fall into the Star Wars, Star Trek camp? Which one are you in?
I'd like to say I'm a little bit more of a Star Wars fan.
I think that's a brilliant answer. You're hired. You're hired.
Sounds great to me.
That's awesome.
Right.
Welcome aboard.
Sounds like to be the greatest job I've ever had.
The only thing I need to ask you now is when can you start?
Well, I can get a look at my schedule. I'm
Start
thinking
what? I found a pen.
possibly.
Oh, she's hired. She's almost overqualified.
On what term? Oh,
First of all, she noticed the bat lift knew is ceremonial.
Apparently, we have a new employee, and she's a sci-fi fan.
From the moment fire was discovered, the men who could control it shaped civilizations. Those skilled enough to use this power to forge metals were dubbed blacksmiths. And while technology has advanced, the need for men to be able to control flame and steel remains. These are those men. These are modern-day blacksmiths.
Going to IDS to pick up an oven hood. 2 people are always better than 1. I've called Don twice. He's not picking up his phone. Hopefully he'll meet me there. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Ryan, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Nice.
Nice to see you. My oven hood, did that get done by chance?
We've got it ready for you.
Sweet, man.
All that
I
stuff.
needed that thing quick, and you guys did a good job.
Great,
So
thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like the work. I'm sitting right back here if you want to take a look at it.
So what else? I mean, I know you guys sandblast this type of stuff, but what else do you guys do?
I mean, we do anything from truckloads of steel, small medical devices, or we can strip plastic, like this bumper cover without tearing it up.
Maybe it's better that Don didn't come with me because when he's around, we don't get behind the front counter. They have some really cool stuff back here. All right, man, thanks.
Hey, appreciate the work.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and get this.
Yeah, good thing it doesn't weigh very much. I think you can
Yeah, I
handle
just
it.
did it out of aluminum. You just stand there and look pretty.
Yeah, I got you. I'll walk right along here, keep an eye on you so you don't fall.
Don't worry about it, Mike. I got it. No, I got you.
No,
Stay down there.
Just make sure you don't hurt my asphalt. I don't want you to fall down here.
I'm good, thanks.
Well, great. Hey, you know, I know you guys did this ornamental stuff, but I saw in your truck that you guys do sculptures.
Yeah.
I did not know that. We've got a pad over here where we took an old sign down.
I knew putting that on the truck was going to pay off eventually.
What we kind of have in mind is maybe some kind of a steel sculpture that we can maybe let rust out here, you know, and maybe something to incorporate the round part of our logo there with the beam, something.
The thickness of the pad is very important because that's what's going to support the weight of this sculpture. And they want 10, 12 feet tall out of I-beams, it's going to have to be a thick pad.
You know what? I think it's maybe 10 inches, 10 to 12.
Deep?
Yeah, pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, so that can support a lot of weight.
Yeah, it should,
That's
yeah.
good. And those are J-bolts?
Yes.
A J-bolt's really complicated. It's in the shape of a J. But what it does is when that concrete is poured, that J keeps the bolt from pulling through the concrete. Even with a lot of weight, and they're talking several thousands of pounds, with that concrete set, without that J, it can come straight up and out. Okay, well let me throw some ideas around. I'll mention something to Don.
Okay.
He should be refreshed.
Good,
Yeah,
since he
so-
didn't have to help
yeah,
carry
I hope his hand doesn't hurt when he's
Right.
doing some sketches. But
Essentially, a maquette is a miniature version of a larger scale sculpture. It gives us the opportunity to look at composition and how it's going to look in 3 dimensions. To make this maquette, I just grabbed some 3/4 inch steel tube and some round pieces and started playing with them, holding them up in different arrangements until I liked what I saw, tacked it together, and it gave me an idea of what I had.
I'm gonna head over to IDS and show Mike the maquette. I think he's really, really gonna like what we've done. So, what do you think?
It's kind of small, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a maquette. It's the model.
Yeah. We're thinking
So-
something a little bigger.
Well, yeah, it'll be 10 foot bigger. Those things will be, these will be actual beams. That just shows square, so that's not gonna be what it is, but
Okay.
the general idea is the design.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, you like the design, you like the way it is, right?
Sure.
So,
That seems all right.
what were you thinking you were wanting to spend, budget-wise?
What does something like that cost?
Like that one?
Yeah.
Oh, like 15 bucks or something like that?
Okay. So a 10 footer be 150?
Not really. I mean, I went to art school, not math school, but still I do have a sense of reality, which is no.
Right. Well, we like starving artists.
$150?
Okay.
Let's go down to say 8 to 10 foot for about 4,000.
Let's go 10 foot.
10
4,000.
foot? 4,000?
Okay.
Good.
Let's try it.
All right, man.
Thank you.
So we settled on $4,000. I guess I will get to eat. Now that we have the idea down for the IDS project, we know exactly what beams we're gonna get. We'll go down to Steelhouse and talk with Reed.
We have no idea what size I-beams we're using.
See if Reed's here. Got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Maybe faster, that'll get them here quicker.
May I help you, sir?
Morning, Reed. How are you?
Fine.
Personality plus.
I didn't think you were bringing Sasquatch this morning.
Should have put that further out of the way.
Yep. Where are the other 6 dwarves? We love going down to the steel house because they always have everything we need, and Reed is a class act through and through. Ryan likes to go because he towers over Reed.
Do you get offended when people say, oh, watch out for the boogeyman? Does that offend you?
No, not at all. Do you get offended when people are like, hey, look at that tiny little kid driving a car?
Your price has just doubled.
Shut up, Don. Steelhouse is a great place to go if you need a random piece of steel. Don and I will go through all of their beams to see exactly which ones we're going to use.
We've got a little maquette that's never been tested in reality.
We should have actually brought it. If we were thinking.
You're going to make it up as you go along?
Pretty much.
Kind of like every project.
We're going to work with the skill of an artist. Or wait, no, is it the... We're going
Can
to
we go
work
take a
with the
look at 'em?
precision of the artist and the
He'll be here
intuition
a
of a
while.
surgeon. When we're picking out the beams for this project, one thing we have to keep in mind is the weight and how much each beam will support. Are you just picking every single one of those up? Why don't we, I
know
don't know.
what?
Hey,
This
I'm
is
just going to
just-
spitball this. Let's
not
shut
even-
that down, come up with a plan.
Donald me, master planner.
Just remember, Ryan, the 5 P's. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. 6
That's
P's.
6, you're an idiot.
5 P's, 6 P's. I still think piss poor is one word, but it's the message that matters.
I have a forklift, you know.
Is that Richie working or is that a new guy? That's a new guy. We can with him. See, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, Ryan. Proper planning.
Piss
The
poor.
5 or 6 P's, that's debatable which one it is, but look how far away that is.
I drove
not-
down here.
I've been drinking all morning.
Oh, I didn't smell anything. I drove down here, man. I hate driving
I
this thing.
hate driving the truck, man.
I think it's only fair that Don has to drive. Skills challenge.
Bring it.
Look, since you two idiots can't decide who's going to drive home,
Right off the bat.
I got a skills challenge. I got 2 orders for customers. I'm going to have to go out there and pick this stuff. Why don't you guys do it for me? Whoever does it faster does not have to drive the box truck home.
So we're essentially your free labor. That's how you're settling our debate.
Yes, I would say yes, it's free, but knowing you, it will be low quality.
This skills challenge is a piece of cake. I know this store like the back of my hand.
Hand on the counter. All right, ready?
Here are your lists.
The hand. I'm not
Your
driving.
mark. Get set. Go.
Is there any type of organization to this store?
Don's looking at that list like it was written in Chinese. Don.
We have a winner! And we have a big fat loser!
Sore.
I'm gonna make you
You know
guess
what?
who
You
it
know
is.
my weight's an issue. I don't know what half the stuff on this list is. What the hell is eye roll tie wire? Oh, maybe he's talking about one roll of tie wire.
Here you go.
I know the fix was in.
It wasn't fixed.
It had to have been.
Came back with an empty basket. It's what you get.
It's because they started putting everything away.
Now that I'm in the truck with Don, I should have tanked that skills challenge. I hate riding with him. It's gonna give me whiplash. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for that trick because I gotta take a big wide turn.
After exploring the steel yard for just the right materials, Ryan and Don think they can build this massive sculpture for $4,000.
Ryan said that right now the main thing is for me to organize this office. It doesn't look like I'm going to be getting anything else done in the near future.
It's
like it
just,
there?
yeah, it's there. Do you want me to leave the line or take the
No.
line?
Ryan,
take the-
Donald,
Yep.
can you come up here, please?
I will admit we do need help getting this place organized, but it shouldn't take that long.
I'd like to focus on organization in there. I'm not
Okay.
even quite sure if there is any organization going on. How do you go about filing your papers?
We have what we call a system. We haven't really defined the system, but we know what it is. We use mnemonic devices to remember stuff here. So if we have a client named Jim, and he works for a company, IDS, it'll be IDS Jim.
Okay, I've been looking
So
in
if
some
you're
of the
looking for
files.
Jim, don't look under J, you gotta look under I.
Gotta look under I. Is it wrong to ask for overtime on your first day? I've been looking in some of the files. I've found some files. I found half of a sandwich. Found a diaper. There's not even children
we call
walking
them
around here.
keepers.
Yeah. The
Yes.
diaper, not necessarily. I mean, that
Yeah.
Figured it
might
was
have been hard
Donald's.
by now. My kid's like 6, so probably that's why it didn't smell. Everything in this office has a purpose. Just need to figure out what that purpose is.
Explain to me what is going on here. What's the shotgun doing here? Is this a project? Is this?
The shotguns are security.
That's a 410. I got that for my 14th birthday. And that is a paying project. And next to it is something that I like. It looks to be missing a little bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So one of the first steps for us to do is find this angle, get it cut so we have our main support.
Now we're gonna cut it on the hard or the, you know what I mean?
Cut
Do we,
just like- so it's leaning like that.
you want it like that?
That's how I always imagined it.
Okay. Judging by the look on Don's face, this beam is heavier than it looks.
Now it's too straight up and down.
Okay. To cut these beams, the plasma cutter is the best tool for this job. It can rip through about 1.25 inches solid steel. We're only cutting 3/8, so it should be a real clean cut. We don't use the oxygen acetylene torch because it's too messy.
Actually, the horizontal bandsaw would be the perfect tool, but Ryan broke the bet on it about a year ago.
Dude, this is like the 7th empty wrapper. Where the hell do you get all this candy?
The steel house, it's complimentary.
How many more do you have?
A couple pockets full.
Pick up your trash.
It's free. There's no limit on complimentary. If that's implied, put a sign up.
Now that we got 120 PSI on the plasma, Are you kidding me? Dawn!
After we made the cut on the I-beam to lean it back, I realized on the maquette that it actually goes back and to the left. So in order to do that, we'll have to make another set of cuts. This one goes back and it is kicked over to our left. Do we want to do that on the big one? Because now would be the time to do it. I think that just adds a little more dynamic
I think back
to
and
it.
to the left is good.
So all we have to do is clip both of these
That angle?
at that, yeah, so that
You
it's
like that
so
one?
they're not square.
It's not too. So from nothing to about ½ inch maybe? God, I love that tool.
Now we got our cuts done, we can stand it up and see where we are compared to the maquette. See, right there is how it sits naturally. Stand back and look at that.
Got it?
Yep. About like that.
Yeah, that's almost dead on, really.
Okay.
I was rolling the ring for the IDS sculpture, 2 inches. Thought my machine could handle it. Evidently, there's too much pressure. I stripped one of the nuts and almost ruined a $6,000 machine. So you remember when we run this thing and you have to get like hearing protection?
Yeah, because high-pitched squeal.
Yeah. Well, ends up when I was talking to the help department, I've only had it for 6 years. I've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Really? So we've been setting it up.
Yeah, why not? Well, it seemed to help us in the past until
I would just
That's
put
only the second
WD-40 on it.
Yeah. For as much as that roller cost me, you think it would be easier to set up. Maybe an instruction manual. What the f***?
Well, these are.
No, it's not.
It's sending it in crooked, right?
No, it doesn't fit. It's the same too.
With the roller set up, we're finally ready to start creating our circle. It's just a process of sending it back and forth, tightening it up until we get the diameter we're looking for.
All right, we're ready.
Hey, I have an idea.
What? Are you gonna ride in it?
How
or
this
something?
thing is overlapping, doesn't that look cool? You can see that it was one long piece. Instead of cutting that and just welding it, let's put a band, fabricate a steel band that just holds that in place so you can see it, kind of creates that tension.
Good idea. Another project. Let's just cut it and be done. I mean, we still have to do all the rivets. We have to do
That's
the
cool.
angle. We have to.
I thought they wanted something that looked cool, but my bad.
Touche. I like Don's ideas. They're creative, they're interesting, they're very good. The problem is he thinks of them when the project's almost done. Time's not an essence, the Donald me.
You never know when genius is gonna strike. You think Michelangelo knew what the Sistine Chapel is gonna look like?
I'm pretty sure Michelangelo knew exactly what the Sistine Chapel was gonna look like. Didn't knock it off, it just
You didn't knock it, just spontaneous.
It did. Look, it won't go all the way on.
I love it when Ryan blames the tools when he can't get something to work. And then when you hit it with the cord, that's what.
No, watch, if you just barely, I mean, move the ring. See?
See what you get?
This piece of It's because we welded the rust and...
All right, hold on, I want that seam in between our two weld points so it never breaks. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The seam's a little bit further down.
Here. Well, I mean, I don't care if it's in the center of that beam. I just want a welder on either side of it.
Gotcha. Right about there then?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I think we're done, man.
Yeah, but now how are we gonna get it there?
Our whole plan was to use the forklift, but God decided wanted it to rain for 2 weeks straight, so it flooded our plans out.
Jesus, what's all this stuff back here?
It moonlights as an RV on the weekend.
Good Lord. Wait, sleeping back here? This your pillow?
That's my mattress.
That's your mattress?
Now that we got the steel plate up on the truck, the hard part's over.
Turns out that wasn't the hard part. I don't know if we can pick up that end and try to push it in, or if it'll just dig into this wood and
It'll
stop.
dig into the wood. We have a dolly, one of those furniture dollies. We can put this on wheels.
They're not here. Be a good time to have one though, wouldn't it?
Go get me 2 of those aluminum poles we can, like a chariot. All we need to move this sculpture is me, Don, and my 2 friends. So we take those pipes, I'll pick it up like this,
Yeah.
and then back the truck up. Wait,
Seems perfectly reasonable.
all we have to do is lift the sculpture, back the truck up, and let gravity do the work. Check that out. Now hurry up, get in the truck, back it up.
Well, it's only gonna get us so. That's what if we both got there. We probably just drag it up in there.
I've always been taught, work smart, not hard. Don obviously hadn't. He just wants to pick this thing up and ram it home.
I think if you and I both just get at this end, hoist that up, and just monkey that right in there.
Perfect.
For everybody out there, monkey that's industry jargon.
Okay,
Both of us on this main beam.
ready?
Yep. 2, 3. Oh!
That's gonna leave a mark.
Oh, we gotta go up
That's
higher.
why we couldn't back it up.
Oh, set it down. Set it down. Thank God we didn't back the truck up. 2, 3. Go. Let's dig it. Just get it started.
Don should have been taking bromelain the whole time I was. I can get my my trusty sticks now.
Got about a foot. 10 inches. All right. We're in. This has been a rough day so far. I broke my phone screen. I'm pretty sure I herniated a disc, and I think I burnt my dicky-doo.
So hey Don, this would be the right equipment, right?
Yeah,
It's not fair that I got to use the right equipment.
because I'm barely touching it.
Yep.
These are good sticks.
See, Mike, they fit
You
you.
should mark it and sell those things.
That went way smoother with the forklift.
We got the sculpture delivered over IDS. We thought they were going to install it, and apparently they're going to sandblast it to re-rust the beams that were already rusted, that we went specifically and picked through the yard to get rusted beams. Now they're going to re-rust it. But I guess that makes sense because they're a sandblast company and they like to use their toys.
So they're gonna blast it.
Yeah, I guess. Should have gotten new beams instead of rusted ones. So one of the first things you're gonna have to wrap your brain around here is we've got this bottle cap set up. I hope you're not too intimidated by the gun, but we're at about 40 yards away. And we've all been shooting at it. And the glories that are gonna come to the first one to hit it, oh, immeasurable.
40 yards. You gonna move it back like a real man?
Maybe I'm not explaining myself properly. That is a standard sized bottle cap. It's not one of those big pint bottle caps. Are you talking a tiny bottle cap? BB, no rifling? That's all skill.
This is something you guys do during the workday?
Actually, it took us a week. We're heading to IDS to see the newly rusted sculpture that had rust on it that they removed and then re-rusted.
How you know?
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Don's slowly coming around.
Don,
going on?
making his way. How's it going?
See it?
Good, good. We got the statue blasted up, got all the mill scale off so that I can start to rust even. That process has started a little bit. Things looking good.
Cool, where is it?
You guys want to take a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
The difference between the gray and the gray is the bare material, the red is the new rust. There's not much rust because it hasn't rained.
After subtracting the cost of materials plus damages sustained to themselves and the truck while attempting to move it, the guys walk away from this massive project with $1,550 in profit.
Do you ever wish you could just be sick, have like a really good cold?
Are you serious?
Yeah, think about it.
I am. It's not fun.
No, it's perfect. Think about it. You get to, when you're sick, right?
Right.
You get to stay home all day, stay in your pajamas, get on the couch, eat some chicken noodle soup,
called a weekend.
sleep off and on. No, see, you can't do that on the weekend because then you feel...
Sleep off and on?
No, you feel bad about it. Hear me out. You feel bad about it, you do it on the weekend because you should be out doing something. If you're sick, legitimately sick, you don't have to do shit.
But you're still sick.
"40 yards, children."